Welcome to Suladan Plays Paranormal Entities. This is a game on itch.io that's been on my radar for a good 3 months or so. Because of the new job and the time schedule changes and the antechambers and superliminals and subnauticas and everything taking up time, I just haven't really had a chance to get to it yet. Sorry about that. Trying to keep some of these time slots open so that I can go through some of these games that are on my backlog that I've really wanted to play, and this looked so fascinating and interesting. And in any case, it's a beautiful looking game. It's on itch.io. It was made in 10 days for the 2020 Scream Jam. All training and assets for the game were provided through Game Dev HQ Pro membership. If you've ever wished to tell a story through video games, then stop by Game Dev HQ and start your career as a video game developer. I should also, I think, legally say I'm not sponsored. I'm just reading the thing off the page. Like the itch.io page, like that. Anyway, you are Cliff, a college student who is a brand new freelance cameraman for the show Paranormal Entities, the #2 rated ghost investigative show on the Hunting and Outdoors Cable Network. You've been hired to inspect the St. Augustine Asylum for the mentally ill. You will go to this facility, follow the producer's instructions through a radio earpiece, keep your camera on, and try to make contact with the spirits inside. If nothing happens, you get $500 just for your time. If you manage to get amazing footage of real paranormal activity on your camera, okay, it's not showing on the title screen, but it is on the itch.io page. You will get an additional $2,500 bonus. Are you ready to be a part of the Paranormal Entities? Oh, a part of Paranormal Entities history? Also, Game Dev HQ has a very interesting icon. I like it. Anyway, start game! Meh. Meh. Uh-oh, we got the loady circle.
Alright,
oh, good.
Cliff, welcome to the St. Augustine's Asylum for the Mentally Ill. My producer Tom said good things about you. In your backpack is a flashlight, a voice recorder, an EMF, and a couple of little fun occult things. We'll let you know when to take those out. Ready to pay off some of those college debts and beer tabs? Well, of course you are. And when you're ready, enter in through those front doors.
Okay, my first complaint. It does not trap the mouse cursor. Okay, so actually, first complaint. Holy mackerel, mouse sensitivity. Second complaint, the game window is not trapping my mouse cursor. Not a huge deal breaker, but it is going to make me mess up a few times. Basically, normally what a game does, or, first-person game, or etc., is... Actually, it doesn't really depend on whether it's first person or not. Even Dark Souls does the same thing. Basically, it locks the mouse cursor to the center of the screen, so as you're scrolling, the game is registering and you're looking around, but the mouse then doesn't escape. This is especially important with multi-monitor systems, and as these systems become more commonplace, you have to be worried about, yes, the game is full screen, but the mouse can still keep going. And, say I turn around a little too far and the mouse is on the right side and I click to try to open a door, well, I've done clicked that window over there and clicked out of the game. We're gonna try to make it work. We'll just see how it goes. Also, I tried to open a door through the menu, apparently. Okay. Let's just try to keep the... On the bright side, the high mouse sensitivity means that if I'm really careful, I might can minimize the amount of times that my mouse cursor escapes the window. Let's see if... Nope. Turning down my sensitivity, turn down that... Okay, that is gonna complicate matters greatly, so we're just gonna have to make do with what we can. Having to move my mouse very slowly so not to disorient myself. I generally, and every person's sensitivity is going to be different. I generally play with the sensitivity set to where, like, if I sweep the mouse fully from the left to the right side of the mouse pad, I can do a 180-degree spin, and then just, lift the mouse and kind of do that for more large, frantic movements. And in this case, one full rotation, I mean, that right there was what normally would have turned me 180 degrees. And it also sent the mouse cursor way over there. So yeah. I can't even turn around fully. Wait, okay, door. Hang on. Okay, the mouse is at the edge of the screen here. Mouse. Okay, so I can do a full rotation without leaving the screen. Okay. Anyway, sorry. I know I'm fixating on that, and I'm not complaining. This is not meant to be criticism. I'm just, you know, I'm intrigued and experiment. I like to experiment with things and see how it goes and, you know, whatnot. But anyway, we have seen enough of this lobby to know that it's quite lobbyish. Also, can I turn up?
Well, it is a hospital. I mean, it would be weird if there wasn't any type of anatomy stuff.
Well, I can't see what it is with the flashlight, but okay, I can click on stuff. Click on everything. Poke. Poke. Okay, well, he only does it once. I thought those were skulls for a second, and I was going to be very worried. Well, apparently we're not going. Also, my mouse is outside the window. I can continue controlling it outside the window. It's just if I click outside the window, then we're in trouble. Ah, there we go.
Nice, the door was unlocked. It can get a little sticky sometimes. So, here's the story behind the St. Augustine's Asylum for the mentally ill. It was founded in the 1880s, closed in the 1960s, and a lot of nasty stuff happened here. I mean, this place is only supposed to house around 500 patients, but at its peak, it was around 3,300 patients in here. I mean, the place was, you know, less of a hospital and more of a place where you dropped your problems off and hoped they disappeared.
Well, how dare they? Pokes the Bible.
In the end, this place was sort of against what the Bible's supposed to teach. I mean, there was no love here, no grace, no healing. The patients were not here to be rehabilitated. Ordinary people just wanted them gone from public. They shoved those with non-threatening mental conditions or those deemed inappropriate to society together with legitimate psychopaths and murderers and other violent monsters and basically said, let God sort it out. The atrocities in here are just too much to count. The death toll was unreal. The violence, the disease, the abuse, nobody cared. And once you came to this place, you never left.
I don't think that's an actual shadow. Like, in a lot... I'm trying to think of a way to phrase it. I think that is an actual... like, a black, solid object stretching out. It doesn't look permeable. It doesn't have that see-through quality that one would normally have from a shadow. It feels like it's literally... well, it may be a two-dimensional, like, just a sprite, but it no, I can see through it. Okay. Well, it could be a transparent object still. But yeah, it doesn't feel like it's on the walls. It feels like it's stretching out into open space, and I'm just kind of seeing through it, and I really want to know if that's what it's doing. I think it might be. It's really hard to tell. If not, it's just giving me that impression. Still, fascinating, fascinating. Let's get the mouse back in the window. Thank you. It's all fun and games until I'm going to be running from a monster and accidentally click out the window and die. Also, there's no sprint or jump. And look, I clicked outside the window. I don't approve of that way. I'm going to... okay, this is the only way to go, so even though I don't approve of it...
This is where the 100 hallways patients would convene, and we heard that the patients pre-1920 actually received decent care. Then the war hit, the depression hit, and then the budgets all fell apart. The room you stand in once healed 20 patients in need of attention, and by the end, 150 patients would pass through this room, naked, starving, attacking each other at random, flaying themselves with metal wires from their beds. Be careful where you step.
Cliff, I hate to tell you this, but you ain't got a body. You just a haunted set of clothes. Okay, that's... I don't approve of whatever that is. That's paranormal right there. That's some paranormal nonsense. Let me out. There's a thing on the floor. It's floating. There's no wind. I guess it wants me to click here. Oh, I clicked out of the window. It's gonna be so funny when I click the stop recording button on OBS by accident.
Alright, this is a good place to start. I want you to take out your voice recorder, and I'll hopefully be able to awaken this place. Okay, spirits of St. Augustine, please reveal your presence to us. Show us that you are in this room. Feel free to interact with anything.
Except
or
me.
Speak to us. Use your words, use your voice, and let us know that you're here. Okay, play that back. Know that you're here. Alright, let's try this again.
You're making me nervous.
Alright, let's try this. Ghosts of St. Augustine, please let us know that you are still in this hospital. I give you permission to reveal yourself. I give you permission to come to life.
Did it get dark?
Give us a sign that you're here.
I blanked.
Tell us where you are. Speak to us now into this microphone. Alright, check that. Now into this microphone. Alright, let's try one more spot.
I like that the writing is visible on the wall where there's no light. Yeah, that's not supernatural at all. We're back into this corner here where it's nice and safe.
You're all a bunch of ghoulish pricks. Show up or piss off.
I didn't say that! I just want that to go on the record.
Play that back. Pricks. Show up or piss off.
I just want it to be on the record that I am not the one that ticked off the...
Alright, looks like we got an investigation. Alright, I want you to go down the morgue hallway, and we're going to continue our investigation in the other gathering area.
No, I don't wanna. Also, these doors were all locked a minute ago. Oh, hi, mouse cursor. No, get back in that window. Can I just leave now? We've proven. You send the professionals in now. I've done my job. I want my $3,100. I don't want to go to the morgue. That's where the dead things
the
is.
4 areas you need to visit to fulfill your contract. The E-social area is the first on the list. This is the area where the inmates who are deemed a danger to society would convene. You'll go to this room and perform a summoning ceremony. So walk into the center and we will begin.
The contract does say I have to do what he says. Even to get the $500. I am disappointed in myself for signing such a ludicrous contract. I don't like this room.
This is the entrance to patient cells 200 to 219. We're talking extreme bipolarism, schizophrenia, dementia. Not necessarily dangerous, but it could be a challenge for society. Dang, the door's locked. This sucks.
How about let's not tick them off then? Let's try this door. Why in the name of all that is holy would you have that picture on your wall?
This is the entrance to the patient
been scrubbed
cells
from memory, thank you.
40.
No
This
problem.
is where they kept the lunatics, the murderers, the sociopaths, the worst of the worst, including Clive the Peeper Johnson.
That explains the eye fixation you people have.
But the truth is far worse.
Oh my,
Extremely
why?
manipulative and very intelligent. He was a murderer and a memer. Most of his victims could never identify him because he managed to convince them to gouge their own eyes out with metal wires and even their own fingernails. He came here due to legal loopholes, and when the facility went off the rails and the doctor stopped caring, he jumped into action. The patients who didn't listen were tortured, and the ones who did wandered around the facility, blind, screaming, and in constant fear. This door's locked too. Let's just start the ceremony.
He still wanders those halls. The police never caught him. He ain't dead. Oh, great.
Spirits inside the asylum. We know that
This wasn't here a minute ago. Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out.
Come forward and live again.
I can't jump.
This person is no longer shielded from the realm of the dead. You may be seen, interact, and manipulate him in any way as you see fit.
I didn't sign up for this. Well, my flashlight's gone. I'm still trapped, by the way.
Don't just stand there. Go check it out.
No! Also, I don't know, is this the direction I came from, or is this door open now? I've spun around too much. I refuse to look behind me. I refuse to look behind me. I refuse to look behind me. I refuse. I don't care. Oh, good, the door open. Hi. Hello.
The hell out of there. Just go to the front door and get out.
Yep. I'm somehow not surprised, and somehow that was less horrifying than the other things that had happened.
Alright, get out of this hallway and take your second right.
Yes, I clicked out of the window. Second right is this, right?
Door's locked. Damn it. Oh, okay, there's a staircase. Take the staircase up to the second floor, and you should be next to a fire escape. You should be able to get out that way. So go up the staircase.
Oh, good, I found the staircase. Very, very ominous music. Don't have a clue if there's anything after me. Don't really. Well, the music is going quiet. Buddy? Buddy, I think you done.
Crap. Okay, we need to. Let's go get something to pry this door open. Go back downstairs. I bet you there was something downstairs we could probably use.
Now that I'm having to click stuff, I'm clicking out of the window more frequently. Hooray! Wait, downstairs. Can I? Oh, what do you mean way downstairs?
Hold on. That staircase wasn't there before. This place doesn't even have a basement. What is going on?
Permanent isolation, gas chamber, silent room, incinerator.
Make your way downstairs.
Great. Yep, you opened up the lair of the dead, all right. What's this floor say?
No.
Judas Cradle, Brazen Bull, those are the names of torture devices. Thank you, Amnesia, for teaching me about torture. Amnesia the Dark Descent had a lot of information about torture devices that I didn't need. We see you. I mean, I can say that 6 times. Surgery. Okay. Nope. Yes, fragile, that is what I am. Oh, please, mouse cursor, stop escaping. Oh, there's just nothing out there. Well, I'm not looking in windows no more. Void window. Why does that... That is either A, somebody inside of a brazen bull, or B, one of the 4 giants from Majora's Mask is trying to sing. Newspaper. Surprisingly not an interactable. Oh, good. Usually when a game puts you at a dead end and makes you turn around, it means bad things. I'm confused. Okay, game. Your hallway changed, didn't it? Disapprove. I greatly... Oh, a T-shaped hallway. Okay. Not cool, man. Not cool. Yep, we're fine. Okay. jump scare is kind of cheap, but you're doing a good job at building tension prior to it, so it's good usage of jump scares. One of the primary things people do wrong with jump scares is you either layer them too thick or you don't allow to build up a tense environment prior to it. The point of a scare is to sever all the tension you've built up prior to that point. In some cases, sequential scares can maintain a sense of urgency and terror, but generally you're severing that whatever payload of anxiety and tension you've built up. So you just, sparse use of them can be very well done, and so far this game has done decently in that regard. Also, the doors are all shut, and I almost clicked the stop record button. And all the doors are locked. Where's my buddy on the radio, by the way? Hey, Don't see, not yet. No, no eye. Oh, eye. Clever. Well played. You got a little bit of clipping going on there. Could have done a little better to, I get the dripping sound was supposed to make me look around, and when I noticed the blood, look up. But when you see the blood, I guess there was enough predictability to it. It's like I kind of knew what was fixing to happen, and I'm on the other side of the bars now. Still, well done. Fascinating. Eyeballs on the table. Nothing unusual.
All right, confession time. It's about the eyes. I kind of hid this from you. There's an urban legend, and I repeat, it's an urban legend about the peeper, Clive Johnson. You see, there was a patient who suffered from dementia and swore that Clive was more than just a mere man, and he would kind of haunt this patient all throughout the day. Rampant hallucinations that progressively got worse, but at night he never saw the peeper. Then he discovered that if he closed his eyes, he could escape Clive, but whenever he opened them, Clive would be there, waiting for him and getting closer and closer. Eventually, the patient used a fork, and he blinded himself. And while he was soaked in his blood from his sockets, he screamed to the entire hospital that he was free, he was safe. And a week later, 2 more patients charged Clive with stalking them, even though he was confined to solitary. I mean, it's crazy. They took their eyesights, too. This pattern didn't stop. I thought it was BS, but based on what we've seen tonight, I don't pretty much believe anything. So, try to get the hell out of there, and if it gets too intense, try to shut your eyes.
Try. Also, the buzzing in his microphone is completely a part of the game and was not audio disruption in part of the recording. Found that interesting. I'm surprised he wasn't waiting when I opened the door. I don't trust this place. Neither of us do.
The flashlight broke. I can't use that anymore.
Don't take the flashlight away from somebody in a horror game, man. It's bad enough as it is. Oh, hi, I'm clicking outside the window. I just know that's going to cause problems at some point. You know what? I'm minimizing the recording window, yeah. I'm flying blind here.
A little closer. I see you now.
Crap, Clive, run! He sees you.
Okay, this wasn't here before. My mouse is also outside the window, so I can't click anything right now.
Ignore them. Run!
I can't run. You didn't program a sprint button in this game. Oh, hi. Hang on. Will you? There we go. Mouse was outside of window. Needed click door. A scalpel.
Crap. You got a choice. Either he gets you, or you're gonna have to cut him out.
Or you can shut your eye. Oh my dear, you're big. You could also just shut your eyes, you idiot.
Holy crap, man. I can't believe you just did that. You freaking gouged your eyes out with a scalpel. Are you alright? I know you're not. Holy crap. Alright, we're getting a picture from your camera. Bad news is it's pitch black. There's no light. Your room, there's nothing I could see. The flashlight went out, and we don't even know where you are. I'm not going in there. Are you going in there? I'm not going in there. Hell no. Look, if you can't feel anything, I'm sorry, but we're not coming. I'm sorry, man.
No, you're
I have
not.
to go. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. This will haunt you for the rest of your days. Hey, if you're playing, please review. The game is... The heck made the game in 10 days for Game Jam. Friend John and I found it... Oh, you made game... Okay. So you... Okay. Wait. I'm confused. Oh, this must be a message not from the game developer, but the game dev HQ people. I'm confused. In any case, it went forward without me clicking anything. Very excellent and fascinating game. I'm gonna go ahead and close that so I can have my mouse cursor back and so I can unhide things that had to be minimized to protect the stop recording buttons. My main criticism, critique, etc. is, please trap the mouse cursor. That is one thing that kept a part of me from being able to immerse into the game, was having to constantly kind of have part of our focus on the side monitors to make sure the mouse cursor wasn't wandering, and I still did a bad job at doing it because it's, a tiny cursor and peripheral vision and lots of stuff happening. The gameplay itself was very fascinating, very interesting. I think they did a good job with their usage of jump scares in that they were well spaced and unexpected. The game allowed itself to build a sense of tension and unease, so the jump scares were not overdone. A lot of people have a negative view of jump scares, but jump scares themselves are not a bad part of horror. It's just like anything, an overuse or oversaturation of them can be negative, which this game didn't really do. I would personally have liked there to be an escape ending. I mean, I'm assuming there's not an actual escape ending that the game just didn't tell me about, and oops. And I'm assuming that letting him catch you was equally bad. I generally like, it's a lot of these horror games tend to have all the endings are bad, and I'm just like, I don't know, that's just me. Anyway, the gameplay itself, very fascinating. The environment is well laid out and interesting. The events are spread out enough that they keep you on your toes. The sound and ambience is very, well laid out. I do think the game could be expanded on and explored more. But it was a game made in 10 days for a game jam, so I'm not, I didn't have unrealistic expectations. I'm just saying I do think you have a good game here that could be built into a larger experience. But as it is, it's a very good and interesting experience nonetheless. My only main recommendation would be to fix make sure the mouse cursor gets trapped in the game window. I say window, I know it's technically full screen, but I mean make sure that the mouse cursor gets trapped inside of that, because having it wander off is a problem. I would also, and I recommend this on every game, please, if you can, put a mouse sensitivity slider in the game options. I've seen a lot of indie games that don't do that, and a lot of them just don't have settings menus, and that's okay. I understand, you've got enough that you're trying to do and learn and figure out as it is without having to add that. But given the large scale of variance between computers, mice, DPI settings, and everything else, making the user go into their operating system and change their mouse sensitivity or their Razer menu or their whatever third-party software they use is often frustrating, because if a game has an innately high sensitivity, well, if I have to turn the mouse sensitivity down to 0, then that means when I close the game, I get to fight with that and, try to get that super slow mouse cursor back to the sensitivity box so that I can turn it back up again. It's just generally a big thing is you want to have a sensitivity slider built into the game. A lot of indie games, and I don't know whether it depends. I thought it was a Unity thing because I've seen it in a lot of Unity games, but I've seen it in a lot of games that didn't seem to be or weren't. I don't know. I've seen it in so many different games built in multiple engines that I think there's just, for some reason, there's an innately high sensitivity issue. I know this is a bit of a ramble, but just, if you would, in the future, always be careful about your mouse sensitivity. Having a variable setting within the game just fixes so many problems for so many people because of the wide variance between different mice, different models, different preferences on settings, different DPI, different this, different that. It's just an easy fix. I'm not that putting a menu and a mouse sensitivity slider is in of itself easy. I don't know. That could be complicated, especially going from no menu to having a menu. If you had a menu and you just needed to add the sensitivity slider, that might be easier. But I mean, it's one thing that fixes a lot of problems. The biggest thing, though, make sure the mouse cursor gets trapped in the window. In the past, this wasn't as big of a deal because multi-monitor displays were multi-monitor setups were more uncommon, but more and more people are having a minimum of 2 monitors. So you do want to take that into account and just make sure the mouse cursor gets trapped. And that's assuming that wasn't just a weird bug on my system specifically, which it may have been. I don't know. But in any case, love the game. Very, very nice game. Highly rate it. It is on itch.io. There's a link in the description as always. I'm going to go ahead and pause here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next game.